Welcome back. The Nigerian Navy says it will not be working to secure the Niger Delta alone. It will be doing that in collaboration with other relevant agencies. Before we continue, let's remind you quickly that all our top stories can be found on our website. That's channelstv.com and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Do visit m.channelstv.com to see us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores. We would also like to encourage you to use the Eyewitness feature in the Channels TV app. If you have pictures or if you have videos you'd like to share with us, just tap the app on your device. Swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu and follow the instructions. Now, the Nigerian Navy has reiterated its commitment to securing the Niger Delta region through effective cooperation with other agencies and well-meaning civilians. The Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ibas, made this known at the commissioning of some naval infrastructure at the Nigerian Navy ship NNS Delta Command in Warri, Delta State.
The Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ibas, arrives the Nigerian Navy ship NNL's Delta Command in Warri, Delta State. He inspects the quarter guard mounted in his honor. The Navy Chief then commences the commissioning of some projects at the NNS Delta Command. Thereafter, the Chief of Naval Staff visits different naval institutions in Warri, after which he interacts with reporters on several issues bordering on the security of the Niger Delta region.
Since establishing a task group which is out there 24/7 at sea, having identified the piracy attack-prone areas, the ships are there guiding the infrastructure, the oil and gas infrastructure in the open seas, and also ensuring that the sea lanes are kept open. We have been able to successfully bring to near zero such attacks, and it is through the efforts of that task group that we're able to achieve that. And our desire is to sustain that operations and ensure that we keep the sea lanes open for legitimate trade.
Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ibas also assesses the ongoing negotiation with the Niger Delta militants, insisting the move has started yielding positive results.
Different organs of government have been talking or dialoguing with the militants concerned, while the military maintains its posture of ensuring that militant activities are curtailed. I want to believe that the dual action of the negotiations that are ongoing, together with the military presence in the various hostile and volatile areas, must have resulted in the situation you currently find.
Before departing the NNS Delta Command, the Naval Chief solicits for the cooperation of all concerned groups in the Niger Delta region towards a more effective security for the nation's maritime environment.
In the transport sector, 67 people have been killed in 135 road crashes along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway alone within the last 5 months. That's according to the Federal Road Safety Corps. The Assistant Corps Marshal in charge of Policy, Research and Statistics, Mr. Kayode Olagunju, in an interview with News Across Nigeria earlier, said the Corps is very concerned about the worrying number.
The Corps is not comfortable with the spate of crashes on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. So we had a meeting with the officials of the Federal Ministry of Power, Works and Housing, especially the supervisors, the engineers supervising the projects on the two sides, and the two contractors. After the meeting, we told them that the Federal Safety Corps will not compromise on the issue of compliance with signage, with proper diversion, and managing the construction sites with best world practices. The Minister of Power Works and Housing had earlier instructed them that they must comply with the rules. They must obey the rules as regards this management. And they were also told that the Federal Safety Corps, on behalf of the federal government, will monitor the level of their compliance. And whenever we felt they were not in line with the laid down rules, we'll be calling them to order. We know that already the rate of crashes is on the high side. Then if this is compounded with the remobilization of the contractors back to sites, we went around, identified the places where they needed to put signs. We also identified the fade portions. We looked at the places where traffic is being slowed down. What were the reasons for the delay in movement? Some due to the nature of the shoulder, some due to flooding, some due to fade portions of the road. Then we told them that they needed to have palliatives in place to immediately address the situation. The areas where they required emergency repairs were identified. And we gave them a few days to get this sorted out. We saw that they needed to improve lightings at night, for example. The site should be well illuminated in the night. Then we also feel they should harmonize the road traffic signs, since two contractors are handling the project. It's not that you see a particular set of signs on the Lagos end, then by the time you move towards Ibadan, you start seeing another types of signs. So we've asked them to harmonize. We are going to sit down with the FRSC and harmonize this. And incidentally, the Federal Safety Corps has now a signage plant in Abuja where these signs are even produced. Because before, the general excuse is always, oh, we don't know where to get them. Some states, we also say, too expensive to import them, or they bring some sign writers who may not be actually complying with the standards of those signs. So the Corps has already established the signage plant, and we feel we will always work with them.
You're watching news across Nigeria. Coming up, the NDLEA seizes narcotics in Oyo State and Adamawa State. Please stay with us.